4-1.
Kevin Drinkle had gone. None of the new signings had made the starting lineup. Few could have imagined that within 15 minutes, this was to be the beginning of the destruction of the Super League theory and the genuine challenge for the Cup and League double.
Putney trying to get it through the middle. Fleck turns it on. Here's Crook. He might have a go. Nice one to Gordon. Can't control it. Gordon's shot. It's in. Fleck got a touch. Oh, Gordon's done well. Rosario getting up for this. Putney coming in is Bowen.
We set a pattern right from the off, really, and confidence came within a matter of 3 or 4 games, and it showed in all the performances.
Play football, we don't, there's no hard and fast secret to our game. It's just knock it about, and I think all the time you do that, you'll have a chance. I really do.
But it took time to convince the nation that these Norfolk upstarts at the top of the First Division were not trespassing. Sparkling goals at Old Trafford to snatch victory in the closing minutes certainly helped.
The best away performance was, I felt, Manchester United away. But having said that, the best result, I thought, was Liverpool away.
Personally, it was the first time I'd ever played at Anfield, and to go there and get the result that we did was just, fantastic, and it's a memory that'll stay with me all my life, really.
If we play 11-man football, then it's going to be attractive because the ball is going to be passed around quite rapidly at times, 1-2 touch football. People are going to be involved in all areas of the pitch, and this is what we've tried to promote amongst the players, and they've realised the responsibility they have in trying to keep the ball moving and keep the play flowing from end to end, really.
Form away from home was so good it eased the embarrassment of some lapses at Carrow Road. Now whoever drew Norwich City in the FA Cup was playing a side who proved in the league they could beat anyone.
I think this particular squad, it's proved that the players here who have probably come from other clubs, possibly reserve teams, what have you, it proved to them that they can play in a high level of football. I've come down from reserve football in Scotland, and so I proved to myself and proved to people that I can play in a high level. And I'm sure a lot of the lads, there's 3 lads that came from Tottenham, couldn't get a game there, and they've proved the same thing.
What's been your favourite game down here this year?
Man United game, definitely.
Why is that?
Norwich just outshone and they show first-class football.
When we played against Manchester United at home, it's a good fixture anyway for the fans to see, and I've had many comments since from the fans saying how they thought that was the best first-half performance that they'd ever seen from a Norwich City team.
No disrespect to Arsenal are still a good side, but I think the biggest problem we've got at the moment is Norwich. I think everybody writes Norwich off, but they're a good side, and even when they've had a bad result, they've always bounced back and won the next one.
But perhaps when Liverpool came to Carrow Road, the pressure was already beginning to take its toll. Newcastle had shown that sides were preparing much more thoroughly against Norwich. Liverpool threw everything at them in the early stages. It was important that they hung on.
Barnes, Whelan, room for Staunton to get a good cross in. Beautiful play, and Barnes can't quite get there, and banged into the net by Whelan.
The disappointing thing was the reaction generally from the media afterwards, in that Liverpool, who were on a roll at that time and who did play well on the day, they were given huge amount of praise, whereas we were given none. And whether that got through to the players a little bit or not, I don't know. It shouldn't as professionals, but they're only human beings after all. And I think that they were possibly scarred a little bit from that, from the reporting that went on after that game. And that possibly had an effect in the later games.
But there was still the excitement of the semi-final against Everton to come, and they headed for Villa Park in their thousands. But a side without Michael Phelan and Robert Fleck was edged out. The Wembley dream had gone. And long before they'd returned home, the Hillsborough tragedy had made the result totally insignificant. The season was over, but no one could deny it had been one to remember.
I mean, we all grizzled when Ken Brown went, but let's face it, they'd done the business.
I think with Stringer and Williams, they got a winning combination.
If you're saying, would our chances have been better had we had a bigger squad, the answer to that may have been yes. The size of squad we've got is capable of doing it, but that's not to say we're not determined to start next season with a slightly bigger and stronger squad.
So, in the end, no silverware, but definitely fine entertainment and more than a little respect.
I was speaking to one manager who said, you know, you start at the top of the handicaps next year. There's no mental block there to say that we're going to lose against the bigger sides because, you know, they are who they are. We've just got to go out there and play and believe in ourselves and know that we've done it once and we can do it again.
And that's it. The season not quite over, of course. Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, West Ham will tell you that. And